hope you're doing well. A nice riff like Justin Johnson, which he probably borrowed from other people. I can't say for sure, but it's blues, so we've all borrowed from everyone. So the riff is great. I like it because it's very effective picking. We've got notes, we've got groove, and we have a fairly steady bass with the thumb, and that's both beautiful and challenging, which is why we love the Cigar box. It's true that the 4-string is very, very good too. You should have both when you can. Gradually, 3 strings, 4 strings. Alright, let's go. So I'm tuned to G, D, G, D. I'll play the strings for you. So the high string, usually in B on a 4th string, I generally tune it to D. I'm not the only one who does that. I like that it gives this sound quite rootsy too. Here we go. So the low string, I didn't touch the lows. G, D, G. And I added the high D, okay? I'll do it again. G, D, G. And the high D by itself. Alright, here we go. So with the right hand, we're really going to play a picking, so a perfect placement. Perfect. If you're not sure about it, I've made videos on that on the website. You can find them easily. So the thumb always in front. The other fingers on their strings. So the thumb on the bass string, we have 4 strings. And we have, I was going to say 4 fingers. The thumb, index, middle, and ring finger. The little finger, well, it doesn't play. There you go. It's this positioning that will allow us to play double notes quite naturally and gradually over time. We'll have a thumb that gains independence, and that's what we're all trying to achieve for a light, groovy sound with those nice double notes. So our bassist is the thumb. Let's go. Take the tablature as usual. We don't have many notes, but it's good to have it in front of you. We'll have this thumb that will be constant. Here we go. It's going to mark the beat, but you'll see it doesn't just mark the beat. At some point it plays a little trick with the syncopation, but that's what gives it groove. So let's move on with the tablature simply. You see, I took 1, 2, 3, 4, the first 4 notes. So I placed the thumb on the low note, middle finger on the high sol, index on the re, and I have my first double note, which means the thumb and index finger on the right hand will play simultaneously. Alright, I'll do that again for you. So of course I played the string twice with twice on the same string with the index finger. And the famous offbeat I was telling you about is just after that 0, which seems thrown anywhere but not at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here I go. Always make little bits of little bits. That's how we move forward smartly and efficiently. Okay, I progressed a little bit. I added the sharp 3. And right after that is followed by a bass again. I'll do it from the start again, so always the tempo before starting. When you're alone, you keep it in mind, you just go 3, 4. So I went all the way through. I'll redo it up to, I don't remember, up to the 3 high notes, sorry, so it goes. Here is the 3rd high note on the high G string followed by the open bass. We only do that. So always 3, 4. then with the open strings I redo my high G and D strings, middle index, right hand of course, and I put my double note back just like before, 3 on the D string with the thumb. I replay my high G string with my middle finger, and I finish with the low string. On the low G string, you'll see that you can slap it. It's a detail, but to slap it, use your thumb. Instead of moving downwards as usual, place it underneath and do a slap, like a kind of unusual slap. That it snaps is a detail, it's not important for now, but so work very slowly, really mark that famous timing. If you play it to someone who has never heard it before, for them to find it cool, it will be the timing, it will be the fact that you're already giving them their cues. Otherwise, it's just going to be random notes. I'm not messing up the video too much with I have interference on the mic, and stomp your foot. I hope I'm not stomping too hard either. So really stomp your foot. Right now I'm stomping with my right foot. I have a box under my right foot, and really try to almost, I say it all the time in every video, I tell everyone, but start with this. If you are at an advanced level, tap your foot, tap your beats with your hands, whatever you prefer, and sing the riff to yourself. If you sing it and have it in your head while tapping with your feet, your hands, whatever you want, well, you've done half or even more of the work, actually. The solution isn't on the guitar, it's not on the tablature, it's in your head, actually. So you need to be able to sing or whistle the riff, do whatever you want, and once you have it, putting notes on something you already know is much easier, and generally it goes much faster. And you've experienced it when you've played a piece, you've worked on a piece you already had in mind, you see a huge difference. We're all the same in this regard. So you really need to have the piece in your head, the little riff, the short phrase, but not disjointed, always in time with the tempo, no matter the tempo. So your first note, for example, is on the beat, and that's your reference point. Alright, if tomorrow you learn or already know how to play the piano, you will be able to play it. Because you'll have it in your mind. That's the big difference between learning only on paper or by ear, than using the paper. So the paper always comes afterward. That was the little side note. The riff isn't finished yet, so we have a riff that loops over this part. We can already keep it like that. It's already very good, but I've added a little phrase at the end, so we go back to the riff as it is. Okay, and I stop it on the low string. And now I'm going to position myself on the 5th fret of the high G string. I announce it once, I pluck it once, so I do it with, yeah, that's right, I do it with the middle finger. And here, pay attention, we're going to play the note simply, then slide from the 5th to the 7th, still on the same string, the G string, and as I slide I play an open bass note. So the note is all by itself, and when I slide it to the 7th fret, I add the low G bass. And I place my index finger on the 5th fret of the D string, the high string. And I will will play the 7th fret on the high string again. And there we will have a series of 7s. We will have a sequence of 7 on the high G string, and there we will have 3 7s. So we're allowed to use the index for major. Middle, index middle. There it's a kind of, that's how I do it. If you can do it differently, I'm not sure, but it's better to do it this way. You see, I play the same string twice, but with 2 different fingers. So here we are in a special situation, which is why we are not following the 1 finger per string rule as I mentioned at the start. So I started the phrase with my right hand middle finger, the high note chord with the ring finger, and then I did middle finger, index finger again. I'll redo it for you. There, and when I go back from 7 to 5, I'm going to put my bass back on. And I finish the sentence. So all these notes are on the same string, and here it's a very particular case on the high G string. So we move to a kind of alternation between index and middle finger on the same string. A beginner's tutorial, I assure you. So what happens only on the high G string? So I really did an alternation like a bassist would. The little detail we can add that at the very start of the riff, it's the open D string. The moment I play the 3rd fret on the high string, I like it, you hear it, I've been doing it from the start because I like it, I play the open D string, and you can even bend the G string to give it that hardcore blues effect. That's quite a tutorial. There's a lot to cover. I hope I didn't forget anything. It's not easy to explain all this. So really listen carefully, replay the video and try to zoom in a bit. We're really in a freestyle style and also using a completely freestyle instrument. So you need to try to be comfortable and at the same time be precise so that it sounds right and you can actually do it. In any case, the right hand, it's the key, meaning if it's poorly positioned, you see, it just doesn't work. You'll never have time to move actually. So remember this, you cannot go freestyle with the right hand. You really need to be precise, whether it's the right hand or the left hand. For left-handed people, sorry, I know there are quite a few and that's great. So be precise with the strumming hand and position it well to try to limit your movements and be efficient. That was a big tutorial in the Justin Johnson style. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and see you soon. Goodbye.